So Kimball, where are we at? What's happening?
We are definitely not at my little corner. We're not at his little corner.
No.
Berkeley.
We're at the corner of young people everywhere.
City.
We're at UC Berkeley.
Makes me feel so old.
Look, there's the clock. Totally unintentional. We didn't plan this at all. Kimball's like, hey, can we just like drive up and park near wherever we're doing it? And I was like, yeah, that's a good idea. So we parked, I don't know, like a mile away and walked. Is that your favorite?
Well, yes, I wanted to look my best. I wanted to be like glowing, glistening, a little sweaty. Brought to you by Starbucks again.
/Steve on it. My Starbucks is under the camera, so I can't drink mine.
Yeah.
But it's there. So Kimball, what exciting things are we talking about today?
Well, I thought we could talk about hair loss.
Oh my god, fun.
And when I began exercising, what exercises I do.
That seems helpful.
Among other things.
What has it been like for you to actually start losing hair? And did you think it would actually happen to you?
Oh, God, all good questions, Mr.
Thank you,
Rocky.
yeah.
Mr.
Baba Waffles.
No. Baba Waffles.
Yeah, we went and helped this family and the kid. It was like asking a bunch of questions, and I told him he was like Barbara Walters, and he's all Baba Waffles.
So, okay, I had asked my surgeon about it, obviously, because my hair is everything.
It is. Before the surgery, Kimball's hair, thick,
very big,
voluptuous.
Voluminous.
Everyone loves, everyone comments.
Yeah, see, that's the thing that makes it so hard, is because that was the one thing that I got complimented on all the time.
Now what are you getting complimented on? Nothing.
Strangers
You
look at me
are-
and they go, there's another average human being.
You're out. Look how big this grass is. That's not even a big one.
That's what she said. So I had done a lot of research. It had said that if your mom, dad, brother, sister had weight loss surgery, then you would have very similar results. Thank you.
You're so welcome.
I did not want to look
I
for
just
that
wanted
word.
to get
I
through
did
it
not
because I
want
was
to
getting
look for that.
impatient. I was getting impatient.
I'm sorry, you were blowing grass.
Okay, go ahead.
So my mom had surgery. It's
better than blowing ass.
She had gastric bypass. Didn't lose a hair on her head. So she didn't lose any hair. So I thought, well, I mean, she had a more severe surgery than I did.
True. Gastric bypass.
Yeah, so I'm like, I should be fine, right? I mean, she's my mother. I'm like, well, I take after my mom in every other way. Why not this way?
True.
And also, I asked my surgeon's assistant, and she said that she's like, there'll be hair loss, but it won't be like that one is still attached.
Oh, sorry.
Saving it.
He's very protective of his hairs. Usually we like pull hairs off. He's like, I need that.
And she said that there'll be hair loss, but it'll be mild. Now, prior to my surgery, I went through a few months of...
By the way, let me show you what mild hair loss looks like. This is where we cut. I'm going to show all the piles of hair. Yeah. And back.
Yeah.
That's what it looks like.
Sidetracked. Okay, we're going to edit that out. For my surgery, though, I was under a few months of a lot of stress.
A lot of stress.
Very, very, very little sleep. Like 2 to 4 hours a night. And I'm not blaming my cat. It's not her fault. But
Right.
I'm a very light sleeper. I didn't know what was wrong with her. It was a lot of her vomiting, and I had to like jump up out of bed and try and have her vomit on the hardwoods.
Because like you're sleeping and you're in the dead of sleep, you're in REM, and then suddenly you're...
Yes.
And you're like, my wool rug! And so you jump up out of bed and you try to protect your rug because that's what's important in life.
So it was hard for me to fall asleep and to stay asleep. And plus she just would walk on me and lick my face, and she was always hungry, but she was always nauseous. Wow, sidetracked. Anyway, a couple months, and then I had some
So you were stressed, is the point.
And I had some other personal issues, yes. And so
Everyone
hair,
has personal issues.
Yeah, well, this is more dramatic.
This is
'cause
about
it was
you
about
though,
me.
so it's more important, I get it.
Yes. My hair had slightly, well, not slightly, it had begun falling out before my surgery, which I was just like, oh my God. So I had about 2 months of that. But then everyone says that the third month or so, thereabouts, 3 to 5 months after surgery, is when your hair loss starts.
Fun! And that's where you are.
Boom. Yes, it was just like, and half my hair's in the drain. But I am getting my hair regrowth already from the previous hair loss. Like, I have a ton of baby hairs, so my hair's really frizzy.
Oh, babies.
I know. So
Everything's gonna be okay.
It's gonna come back.
It's gonna come back.
I blame it on cortisol, the stress hormone.
Oh, that bitch cortisol.
I know. So for the previous hair loss, but now after surgery, it's like, your body freaks out, the hormones freak out, and it's like, whoa, we need to prioritize here. Like, Do we keep your heart beating or do we keep the hair on your head? It's
I mean,
hard
I know
one.
what I would want.
I know, right? You want to look good when you die.
I didn't
So
get it. There was a joke there I didn't get. Sorry.
yes, I wanted to have my full head of hair, so I'd rather have my heart stop.
Oh, okay, it's funny.
It was deep. Sometimes I reach.
Pretty good. Pretty good. Whoa! Remember how you and Mary do the slaps, by the way?
Except for you went the right way.
I went the right way. Damn it, I did it wrong.
Listen.
I did the right thing wrong, right.
Yes, so basically,
Yeah.
the hair loss is caused because your body needs to prioritize, and hair is not a priority. So once everything gets calmed down and figured out, that's when your hair starts growing back. And I think when your hair actually starts falling out is when it starts growing back. Chemistry Queen explains this way better on her channel because she's a chemist and she's queen, so it's like,
Chemistry Queen.
go check her
Oh, you
out.
should link her in the box below.
I think you will.
Oh. I just gave myself more work.
But she's very smart.
Learn
She's
to
got-
say no,
She's
people.
got lots of good stuff.
Learn to say no.
So yeah, hair loss. It's gonna happen. It may not happen very much. You may go practically bald. Hopefully you can get enough, trace minerals and vitamins and all those good things to help your hair start growing back when it's time.
By the way, speaking of that, did I tell you how I love this pose now? No, I saw a picture of a woman in some bar, and she was doing this, and I started thinking, like, who does that? Like, when is that a natural
I don't know. But it was
thing?
funny.
And then I found out she was dead, and then I felt bad for laughing at her. So then I went up and took a selfie with her.
Oh, I have that picture on my phone.
Okay, yeah.
See,
She was cute.
I thought it was funny because we were playing shuffleboard with our friends Anthony and Jesse, and Anthony just did a terrible, terrible move, and he was all like doing cute little school
He's so
poses.
funny.
He's funny. So yes, that's the hair loss.
Yay!
I'm
Oh
sure
my
there's
god,
more
you
to
guys,
it.
hair loss.
You can look into
Another
it. I'm
reason to get the
sure.
surgery.
I would rather have hair loss and health.
Okay, but like you
I still have quite a bit
still
of
have
hair.
a lot of hair. It's just
See,
half as much. You can't
It's-
really tell though.
Like right now I have like normal person hair, I guess. To me it's very thin.
Oh, honey. Oh no. Oh.
Yeah, to me my hair is very thin.
There's just a little bit.
A little bit.
Ew, it went in my coffee.
Who needs it? Look, I can
Whatever.
do this.
Just don't even promote
see,
that.
See, it happens, people. It happens.
It was so weird that you were laying on the bed and your chest, for the first time that I ever remember, was higher than your belly.
It's so sad.
It was so weird. I was like, who is this person?
I'm your husband.
I don't know how I feel about it.
So,
I mean, I'm happy for you, but it's like mind blown.
and it's no longer soft laying on it. Ew, you guys. Okay, so I was looking at myself in the mirror, a full-length mirror, because I don't have one at home, and I was like, oh my god, it's me. It's all drooping. But I went, okay, so it was super dramatic overhead lighting, and I like put my hands in the air, and I could like, my skin was like moving across my ribs, and I was like, ugh. It was kind of icky. And then I started doing push-ups, because
Oh my god, this is a segue.
see what I did there?
I like it. It's a segue. You're getting so good at this.
All right.
Only took 6 videos. Can I have some of this since my coffee's gone? Thanks.
Yes. You don't like my drink though.
That is correct.
Why
oh
you-
god. What is that?
The same thing you have, except for squirts of sugar-free vanilla.
Hershey squirts.
So yes, working out. So cardio-wise,
Hey.
basically day one, like I started on the treadmill and I'd walk as much as I could. Some people go like crazy and they're like, day 3, I went, 10,000 steps. And I'm like, dude, shift it back. Your body's recovering. Like, there's no need to go so crazy.
That's called over the top. That's called injuring yourself for no reason.
Your nail clippers suck.
Okay, I get it. I need to go to Walgreens. I understand.
I would just walk like 10 to 15 minutes at a time at a slow pace for the first couple of days. And then I progressively built up to about 3,000 steps after about a week.
Okay.
And then after 2 weeks, it was about 3,500 steps. That's what I do on the treadmill. So now I do, well, okay, here's the average here. I probably do very little when I'm at the hotel.
So I try to manipulate him into doing things. I'm like, okay, yeah, let's park and we'll go do our video, but we'll just go right up here, and then we walk across the entire campus.
Yeah, but
You're
also,
welcome.
But also on the weekends, like on average, we walk between 10 and 18,000 steps. But that's because we're exploring a new city, and it always happens that way. New York, pretty much every day we were
What are
there
you looking at?
is our
Bunch of college punks.
young
I'm just jealous.
youths.
Just jealous. They're also young.
Look, we look young too.
Do we?
I don't know. Most people don't know.
Not that that's really that important.
A lot of people think I'm in my 20s. That's nice.
It is nice of them to say that.
I'm all bitch. Do you see the grays? It's all over. I mean, and it happened in the past few months. Stress, cortisol. This is another thing I've noticed. My glasses are getting bigger, like on my face. Like they're not holding on as much. So I'm gonna order some new glasses here in a bit. It's from ZennyOptical.com. I don't know.
Oh, there's a puppy.
Back to working out.
That's the puppy right there. It's right there. That's adorable.
Move out of the way, there's a puppy! Ow!
I didn't start resistance training until maybe 2 months out. And I was cleared to lift heavy stuff after like
Clear!
4 to 5 weeks.
Disgusting drink. Thanks. Cleared after 4 to 5 weeks. Could you move on so they can get to the point of the story? Jesus.
But I was
Lord be with you.
But I was paranoid because I didn't want to like rip a stitch and have like
It's like cutting a bitch
in a
and ripping a
gnat,
stitch.
right? And I didn't want to like have
Stretch
a
marks?
hernia.
Okay. I didn't know where
I
you were
didn't want
going.
a stretch mark on my abs.
Okay, a hernia.
So yeah, I didn't want to like give myself a hernia or whatever. I didn't want to go back in. Oh, this also reminds me. About 4 days after my surgery, I had to sneeze, and sneezing is just one of those glorious things that I love to do. So I was like, oh yeah, this is gonna be great. And then when I was like, and then I was like, oh no, because I just had surgery, just, you know, didn't register. And so I sneezed. Do not recommend it. It hurt like hell. It felt like somebody punching me from the inside. And I was
That's a funny thought.
And I was just like, you know, I was all, oh my God, did something like bust out? But no, I'm fine.
When were you able to sneeze?
I had to sneeze so much after that because it was like the whole, oh, you can't sneeze, so now I have to sneeze all the time. And I went...
It's like laughing at funerals.
I think I waited about 2 months where I was like...
Are you serious?
Constantly trying to not sneeze.
No, I would just have to sneeze.
I was just like, I would like freak out. Anyway, so I started my resistance training. I started just with arms first. I didn't want to do too much core interaction because I'm a paranoid person apparently. So I just worked my arms. I did my arms. Then I also was doing squats because I was like, okay, I've dropped like about 30 pounds when I started doing squats. Before they kind of bothered me, whatever. So I did 30 squats. It was very easy. And I could have done more, but I was like, I might feel this tomorrow.
That's cool. So you're able to do other exercises that were harder before and they're a lot easier.
Yes, and I did feel it the next day. Not in my butt, but all in my inner thigh. And I was just like, oh Lord Jesus, help me.
Our thighs both hurt this morning, and not for the reason you might think. I had my own scenario where we were doing a stop motion thing and we were unzipping this little underbed storage thing, and I had to literally do it like 100 times. But in order to get out of the frame, I had to like bend down and do it and then stand up and get out of the shot every time. Oh my Lord.
Feels good, doesn't it?
I feel like Sally Struthers, and I just had like a marathon, like, what is that? Like
Suzanne Summers.
Suzanne Summers.
I was like, Sally Struthers doing a marathon.
Oh yeah, no, she was the one that was like, for just $1 a day.
Yeah.
What's she up to?
Close though.
We should find out what she's up to and put it in the box below. Let's just put everything in the box below.
I don't care about Sally Struthers.
Fine. She doesn't care about you. She doesn't even know you.
So now I incorporate squats into my workout. And
kind of like you incorporate hair into your beard.
Just recently, like a week ago, started doing push-ups mildly.
That's a milestone for you, by the way, because push-ups were never in your repertoire.
Never. So I only do like 10 to 12 a day, and then I'll just progressively add more. I was doing jumping jacks, but I mean, I kind of have to hold some things in place because there's some slapping going on.
Well, you need better underwear because your underwear is too big.
That's not what I was talking about. I need some compression garments. I need them.
Fuck, that sounds sexy.
Yeah, squish everything into place and it doesn't move. I also do the things where you lay on the ground and like you put your hands down and you like lift your butt up to work out.
The seal?
Also, another thing I like to do, which focuses more on my butt because my butt's getting saggy and I don't like that. I put my my shoulder blades on like the sofa and like my feet on the ground, and so I'll like lift my butt up a bunch and do a bunch of that.
And then hope the housekeeping walks in while you're doing it.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen. Basically, I'm doing a lot of butt and leg exercises because I'm losing a lot of weight down there. That's noticeable. I tried doing sit-ups. Stomach was fine, but oh my God, on the butt bones and my tailbone, I was like, how do skinny people do this? Like, how do you do it, Rocky?
Well, I do crunches.
Yeah, well, that's what I did instead. Were crunches. Wow, that's a very convoluted like, oh, here's how I do my exercises 20 minutes later.
Well, just do a condensed version real quick, and you have to do it in 30 seconds or less. Ready, go.
So I started off doing cardio a couple times a day, just a few minutes each time till I felt better, and then I slowly progressed. And then after about 2 months, I incorporated squats and push-ups, and after about 2.5 to 3 months, sit-ups, and that's about it.
Great, look at that. How long did that take? God, we're so good at this.
But it was like not true because my mind was racing and I skipped things. And you want to play that game? You want? You sound like
mine just sounds like so pathetic.
Dying
Look, it's
water.
because there's so much space between my thumbs. I'm
have
just so
Danny.
thin. Gosh.
There is some definite ringing in my left ear. Thanks.
That means permanent ear damage. We did it! Okay, so what else? How do you want to close this?
Okay, but I am sorry again. I don't have stats. I'm not home. Don't have a tape measure. Don't have my scale because the scales that I've been trying to use are just very inaccurate. Next video should most definitely have stats.
Let's send them off with a grass blow. All right, everyone, have a great week. We'll see you next time.
Wow, I mean,
That's good timing.
what is he doing? Why does this stuff happen? Oh, there he is again.
Hey. Okay, so you gotta thank everyone for watching and be like, I love
are
you
we
guys.
officially
I
done though?
love
Are we
you
officially
guys.
done?
I love
Are
you
we
guys.
officially done?
Yes, you're done. Good.
Thanks for watching, you guys, and be sure to subscribe.
And it appeared in my hand, I think.
I love you guys. You're so great. I hope that you got a little something from this video. No, that's fun. A little hypnotizing little. Watch my videos.
All right. Bye.
Bye.